The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
And this is Dembele.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Vinicius Junior. He slings it in. Buffon claims it. Safe hands. Rijkaard with the clearance. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Dembele! Dembele! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Zanetti with a fine tackle. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top. Takes a shot! Goal! Botafogo! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Brazil finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking it.
Goes for goal! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Koundé, oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Del Piero. Botafogo are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Beckenbauer. Now it's Messi. Now it's Del Piero. And Del Piero! He's done very well to get to that.
Del Piero is offering a right smile there.
And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. There could be trouble here. Oh, great Dembele! And that's a good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And Del Piero! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Yamal. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Looking for the run. Dembele. That is a brilliant interception. Beckenbauer. Messi. Beckenbauer. Baresi. Lahm. Beckenbauer. Yamal. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Zanetti. Koundé. Now it's Hazard. Now it's Dembele. And that interception was most necessary. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
The less said about that pass, the better. Thuram. Zanetti. And it's Lam. Baresi. And it's Lam. And Zanetti. Driving forward. And here's Del Piero. Aimed beyond the defence. Vinicius Junior looking to add to his goal. And this is Messi. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Dembele. Maldini makes the interception. Now it's Villa. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And that signals the end of the first period. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Away we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Beckenbauer. Oh, that pass isn't the best. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Zanetti. Zanetti. Beckenbauer. And it's Zanetti. Now it's Villa. David Villa! And he has kept it out somehow.
Villa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Dembele. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Balde. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Messi. That has not gone well.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Now it's Villa. Van Dijk. And Balde. Vinicius Junior. 60 minutes played. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Beckenbauer. Lam. Maldini. And it's Zanetti. For Lam. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Vinicius Junior. Beckenbauer. Zanetti. To Lam. And it's Zico. And it's Lam. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Has a look and place it forward. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Not the most accurate pass. Zanetti. Lam. Ball played for Zico. And it's Zanetti. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well...
Ah, he's given it away. Now it's Messi. Balde. Could move up a gear here. That is good progress on the left. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, they could break here.
Zanetti.
David Villa.
Zanetti.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. David Villa. Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. Yamal. And it's Azar. David Villa. Applies the finish! Another one of football's and how moments.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Hazard running with intent. Gets a good foot in there.
Brazil really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
He's got away. Now it's Villa. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
This is Dembele. Beckenbauer.
Zanetti.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Dembele. Vinicius Junior. He's shifting through the gears here. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. And that will be it. In the end, then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Brazil desperately failing to impose themselves on them.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
He's got away with one there.
And we have our very first corner.
He's had a shot!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now oh, he's been caught napping.
Played in. Getting up there! Oh, he's hit the bar!
Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as the King.
It's as though the game was made especially for him.
Voted the greatest player of the 20th century, but he is so much more than just that. He is a symbol of charisma, of leadership, of sportsmanship. He is the one and only Pelé. Now it's Cantona, and this is Eto'o. It's Eto'o! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Baresi.
Brazil still without a single shot on target. Now it's Del Piero, and this is Messi. Varane producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Pelé, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Now it's Del Piero.
And it's Zico. Zico. Zico
Going face-to-face with his great rival.
He's going for goal! Sensational from David Villa! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And there is your opener.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Brazil have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net.
Cantona! Brilliant from Cantona! He's got himself an absolute peach. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the...
And Messi!
They want to be quick to recover this. That has not gone well. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Now it's Seedorf. That's where it came from. Now it's Villa.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Zico looking to receive it in space. Rafael Varane. Now it's Cantona. Beckenbauer.
Zico. And it's Zanetti. And Zanetti.
This looks promising. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Zico! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Van Bronckhorst. And here's Cantona. Beckenbauer.
Zanetti.
And here's Messi.
Baresi.
Always a very imposing presence at the back. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
We are into overtime. And this is Messi. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And the referee has blown for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. The midway point of the game.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch, this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. The second half is up and running.
Zanetti.
He's played it back. Now it's Messi. Good ball over the top. Now he's running away. Eto'o had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Zanetti.
Messi being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Zico.
Now it's Villa, little pass back. Beckenbauer. And here's Zico. Zico! Can he spark a counter here?
Asciende a 96.026 espectadores.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Looking for options for movement. Thuram is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Eto'o. Stood up well to him there. Brazil needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
David Villa. David Villa touches it back.
Zanetti.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, shooting chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Zico actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Pele.
Vieira.
And he's managed to get free. Messi couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Vieira.
Van Bronckhorst has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Van Bronckhorst. It'll be a throw-in.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now it's Puskas. Kovacic. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And here's Cantona. Neymar. And it's Cruyff.
Maldini.
It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Cantona. That's a shade optimistic. Deftly away. Pele. And here's Messi. He is through here. Lam. Oh, good-looking ball. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Robert Pires is another outstanding attacking midfield talent, one of the finest of his generation.
Yeah, and pretty prolific for a wide player, actually. Gets his fair share of goals.
Yeah, he has a poetry in motion grace about his game and can truly conjure up some magical footwork.
Baresi. Thuram. And it's Zanetti.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Conte.
He's found a way through. Beckenbauer. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And this is Del Piero. Distributed tidily. Takes a shot. That is some save from Khan. Real chance. Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Zanetti really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
And back to the keeper they go. Neither side yet able to find the net. Messi. Zico has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight.
Well, that's good defending.
He's pulled him up for that challenge. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. To Maldini, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Baresi.
Beckenbauer, and it's Messi. And here's Del Piero. Perez. Conte.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Zanetti.
This is a promising build-up. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Perez. Now it's Batistuta. Zico. Rijkaard running with the ball. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card and he walks. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Brazil are down to 10 men.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Adams. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, what a ball! Beckenbauer. Kovacic is the team's great visionary. Brazil making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Salah looking to pass their way up the pitch. Kovacic. Now it's Villa. And this is Messi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Messi. Threads one in, and that's a date.
Zico! Zico! The man is a genius of his generation. That is a gem, an absolute gem.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That was magnificent.
Chance!
It's run loose, who's going to get there? Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Brazil leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score.
Zico. Now it's Messi. Now it's Zico.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Messi.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Kovacic is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think we're seeing a very good example of what to do when you're a man light. Some of the covering play has been hugely impressive, and that owes a lot to focus and discipline, which have been top-notch, of course, since the sending off.
Brazil are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Brazil leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Not the most convincing of passes. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Zico. And it's Zico.
To Kovacic. Chelsea are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan.
Kovacic. Zico.
And they win it back again. Batistuta.
And the finish! And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Just eases him off the ball. David Villa has it in a wide position. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Goulet. Thuram has given away a free kick. Goulet. He's in a great position here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Pinches it off him. David Villa. Zico. Here's a chance!
Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 18, Gulen. Number 4, Mohamed Salah. Coming on the field.
And it's Maradona.
Mbappe.
And he welcomes it in.
Number 13, Dani Olmo. Number
Kovacic.
6.
Somewhat off target.
Substitution in progress.
Oh, it's come loose. Rijkaard strokes it back. Maldini. And it's Marquinhos. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Messi. To Lahm. Kovacic. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Dani Olmo. And here's the chance to counter. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide.
Oh, and a chance!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Thuram wins the duel this time. Dani Olmo. And that pass just didn't quite work. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That has not gone well. Pires. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Cafu. Baresi. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Gives it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Cruyff. And he's in on... And Messi! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Khan claims comfortable. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Maradona. Oh, that's fabulous.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Conte. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
We are into overtime. All the way back. And he can clear it away. How they wanted to win. They did everything to win, but time has beaten them. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in.
Hello, attendees.
Brazil
This is a
succeeded
Watch
in
Children's
minimising the
announcement.
damage caused
With the
by
father
their
of a boy
numerical
in a blue
disadvantage.
hat.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle, and here we go. So here is the master craftsman, the arch schemer, the distributor-in-chief, Andrea Pirlo.
And I imagine he's already thinking of ways to pull all the strings from that deep-lying position of his.
He's great, isn't he? The vision he has, the way he can see and measure everything in front of him.
Yeah, it's just fair to say that he's always that one step ahead of his opponents.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Now it's Villa. David Villa. And it's De Bruyne.
Oh, that's fabulous. Best.
Maldini. Kovacic. Zico. Beckenbauer.
And here's Mbappe. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Brazil appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges.
Now it's Villa.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Baresi
Is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Kovacic. Zico.
Tries to pass it through. David Villa picks it up.
And a chance!
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Zico! And another try!
And now a sudden chance to counter. No way through. Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide. Nicely weighted ball. He's got plenty of space. He's had a shot!
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Villa has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Pirlo. Beckenbauer with the slide tackle there. Approaching the half-hour mark. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lahm wins the duel this time. David Villa is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
Kovacic. And it's Zico.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played out to the left flank. Can he get on the end of this?
There's the shot!
And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Corner number 2 then.
Can he finish?
Lacking in accuracy.
Oh, such good technique as well, that was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
Best. finding himself in space. He's shifting through the gears here. That's an excellent interception. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. That has been slung wide.
Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Brazil are looking to break at pace. Beckenbauer to Kovacic. Beckenbauer. Baresi. Kovacic is the team's great visionary. De Bruyne did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Great vision. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's managed to get free. Oh, important interception. Zico. Beckenbauer. And it's Messi. Now it's Del Piero. And that brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Brazil are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager...
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Zico. Desai does really well to win the ball there. Best.
He's got away.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Oh, well played, well played.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Messi. Zico. And Kovacic. David Villa. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now it's Mbappe. Pirlo. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. Can he get it through? Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Kovacic looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Del Piero. Engages and forces him off the ball. Zico. And here's Messi. Goes for the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Brazil have their third corner. Senegal have the chance to go the other way. Zico does well to get it back. And Del Piero! Brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Brazil have fired themselves in front.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So we have movement on both benches.
Camisa 17. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 22. Camisa 3. Teremos uma substituição.
No way through there.
Just about within shooting range. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
He's having a pop! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And here's Kaka. Kaka stood his ground strongly. And it's Lam. Kovacic. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Camisa 7. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 10. Camisa 15. Camisa 23. Neymar. Substituição em andamento.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Cafu. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Can he latch on to this? Lovely feet. Platini. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Messi, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And he's forced to go back. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Buffon punts it upfield. Yeah. Now that's well seen too.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Messi. And there's the shot! Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Neymar. Oh, there's a header!
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Beautiful.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Brazil have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Del Piero claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway.
Well, Alessandro Nesta turns defence into an art form. If you like your defenders slick and quick, this is the man.
Yeah, am I right in saying he started out as a fullback?
Yeah, I think he may have begun his career as a fullback, but he became a central colossus.
Zanetti. Beckenbauer. Now it's Messi. That's rather hopeful. An early chance there, first of the game.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
It's a promising position. He's got away. A header! That's another chance.
Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Zanetti. Zico. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's picked his way through, and he's
Impressive jump! Goal! Inter! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, well measured.
Can he finish?
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
And he shoots!
That's a fair try, but just off target. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all.
Zico is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Now it's Villa. Brazil are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. David Villa takes a shot. Now it's Villa. Now, can they get him away? David Villa. Ball's gone out of play.
Oh, shooting chance!
It's their second corner of the game. And that is doing no harm at all. Zico is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And it's Zico. Thuram cannot be beaten that easily. He's looking wide.
Might want to be careful there.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again.
Del Piero will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Brazil are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Can he get on the end of this? David Villa finding... He's had a shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Here's DiMarco. Lam. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's DiMarco. In by DiMarco. Baresi. And it's Thuram. Maldini.
Brazil truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Zico.
Beckenbauer. Lam.
Thuram. To Lam.
Zanetti. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Messi. DiMarco. Aims beyond the defence.
Lam. Del Piero.
Tries from a long way out.
Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Nicely weighted ball. It's played through for him. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Maldini.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Aguero. And the shot! Messi. And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Brazil go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. The second half is up and running.
Brazil can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Brazil have their third corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Distributed tight. And Messi! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
And it's Messi. Beckenbauer. Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide. Now it's Messi. Pinches it off him. DiMarco. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. That pass isn't the best. That looks a cracking ball. And this is Messi. He's Messi! No, that's been intercepted. Played out to the left flank. And he's intervened well there. Looking for the run. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's straight offside. Thuram. He is through here. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Del Piero. Really fierce, close defending. Knocks it into space. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
Lahm wins the duel this time. Your impression so far, Jim?
Brazil are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
And Del Piero! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Del Piero is offering a wry smile there.
He's having a hit! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Well, that is one way to stop him. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Out of play for a throw.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 17, camisa 6, camisa 14.
David Villa.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de
Brazil do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Camisa
He's having a hit! Glorious!
True class! Brazil are back in business.
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or over?
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. The referee's come over, it's a red card.
Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
And it's no surprise to see who's taking responsibility here.
Para a entrada de camisa 15, camisa 23, Neymar.
Cruyff shoots! Goal! Inter! And they've got their lead back.
So smooth, a signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Inter Milan leading now. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, good spread. Seedorf. And this is Messi.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And it's Neymar, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Tries from distance.
So their fourth corner of the game. Buffon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Cruyff. Looking for options for movement. Real chance! And that could have brought them level.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
They're up to 5 corners now.
That's a decent clearance. He's had a shot! Now who's going to be first and again!
Lahm getting this one clear.
Looking to play him in. Oh, super find. Just the keeper in his way.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Kovacic. Marquinhos is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. And it's Maldini. To Thuram. Marquinhos. For Yaya Toure. Neymar. He'll try from distance! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Lahm.
5 minutes to add.
And it's Seedorf. Thuram. And it's Marquinhos. Seedorf. And that is it. A real high-octane conclusion. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Brazil lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was weakened and their character, and that's cause for it.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game, but he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Now it's Bale, knocks it into space. That has ended up in no man's land. And this is Bale. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Del Piero. Strokes it back. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Del Piero! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he's managed to get rid. Now it's Zico. And he cuts out the supply. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Tries to play it through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And this is Ronaldo. Seedorf cuts it out. So we're still where we started right now. Thuram. Zico is someone with real dynamite in his boots. David Villa, and he's managed to get free. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's good running with the ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost... Oh, just a keeper now! It's Asa! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, what has happened here? And one more try! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Desai getting this one clear. Bale. And this is Hullet. Now it's Azar. He's found a way through. Look at the space here. Impressive jump. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Baresi, always a very imposing presence at the back. Zico. Zanetti. Some really good ball movement. Half an hour played now. Bale. Oh, nicely intercepted. Zanetti. Zico. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Hazard might just make this. Zico. David Villa. And there's the shot! Well read, nice interception. Seedorf. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. That's Maldini. And it's Seedorf. This is a promising build-up. And here's Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And Brazil take the lead. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed...
It's Asa! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's done very well to get to that.
Hazard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Big chance! And a neat finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, They say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew, Peter, that once he controlled it on his chest, the follow-up was going to be good, and that was special.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams.
So, a temporary halt to the action. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break, all square. So there was the first half.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing and fast.
And it has been...
Del Piero! Goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo!
Oh, that was no routine save.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a right smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Corner number 3 coming up. And he was alert to it. Thuram clears without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Vieira gets across to intercept that. And it's Azar looking for options for movement. And that's a throw-in. Oh, that was vital. Aimed beyond the defence.
There's the shot!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
David Villa currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Zico threads one in. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Messi! And Czech pulls off a sensational save!
Great defending, strong and determined. Maldini. Gullit carries the ball down the right. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, it's come loose! And it's Bale. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Ferdinand makes the interception. Gullit. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
substituição no time do Brasil.
Now the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Camisa 13, deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 4, camisa 5, camisa 24. Teremos
Beckenbauer,
uma substituição.
Brazil perhaps contemplating their next change here. And this is Bale. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Marquinhos. Cruyff. And it's Del Piero. Marquinhos. He has found the way through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, it's a great ball here. David Villa. He's a sharp little ball here. He's on it. Can he get away? That's put paid to the day. Tries from distance. Thuram with the slide tackle there. There could be trouble here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. And this is Del Piero. Messi pinches it off him. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Ibrahimovic. Chance! And yes, it's there! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So again, we have parity.
Liverpool really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
He's shifting through the gears here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
David Villa with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. No, he's not getting past him there. Engages and forces him off the ball. Cruyff. Beckenbauer. Back towards the middle. Looking to play him in. Now it's Inzaghi. Inzaghi is in a really good position out wide. Inzaghi, an instinctive delivery. Played towards the front line. Well, that is one way to stop him. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's hit it long. Messi. And that's it. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Del Piero claiming the Man of the Match award. And there is very little room for argument. Your reflections then, Jim?